No price talk and no Lambos. This is not another crypto podcast. Welcome to Ignition. I'm your host, Gillian Gottsell, and each week we will be looking at the problems solved by blockchain. I'll be going deep with the people building the apps and communities which are changing the world around us.
Hello and welcome to Ignition, the EOS Dublin podcast with me, Gillian Gottsell. And today I'm talking to Erin Grover, who is a crypto investment consultant who is talking to me from Poland, but who has a really interesting career and backstory before she got to crypto. So, Erin, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
So, your career is so amazing. Tell me bits and pieces about it. You've worked a lot with the UN.
Yeah, I worked with the UN for most of my 20s, working in places like Afghanistan, East Timor. I worked in Cambodia and Nepal. And it doesn't seem relevant, but at the same time it is, because I witnessed the fallout from centralized power.
Wow.
And the effects of finance on, countries like Afghanistan and Cambodia, India, even. So I guess because of seeing the far-reaching effects of the global economic system, when I think about the blockchain and decentralized power, I think about the positive vision of what that looks like in places like Afghanistan and India.
Wow, so you have very real experience that you're bringing to the table here, an understanding of the needs, as of those countries that are, more, destroyed by war and by centralization and by violence, basically.
Yeah.
Okay. So you've also done, just to talk to you before again, go back to blockchain and your whole view of decentralized finance. You've done some filmmaking as well?
Yeah. So I'm a natural storyteller with Irish storytelling genes from my family. So film's a natural fit. And I wanted to be in film to share the stories that are from places like Afghanistan and Nepal, all the places where I lived, and even develop scripts based on, those types of stories about humanitarian issues. Or I went to Los Angeles and worked in the film industry there for a while in the independent world. It's not an easy career to have. I've actually made more money with blockchain than I did in film, so I'm feeling okay. But it was a good experience nonetheless. I went and worked as a journalist at the Cannes Film Festival for 2 years in a row, and Sundance as well.
Wow, so you're kind of rubbing shoulders with the rich and famous in Cannes. And then the stories you're telling are very much of the disenfranchised.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Kind of cool. And you are, when we first met, you said, I've done activism all my life. Because I was saying how I only got into it myself the last 10 years. I'm a slow burner. So you are by natural personality, by bent, by ethos, an activist.
Yeah, it's definitely in the family, and it's always been that way. So, again, it sounds like I have a pretty roundabout kind of scattered path in life, but honestly, there's a great intersection for blockchain for me, because a lot of my activism has been around peace activism. And if you look at what peace is, you can look at politics and follow the money. So if you follow the money and see where, elected officials vote on war funding, especially in America, where I was born, that's where transparency and decentralization of finance is needed. So again, the blockchain, it just goes all back to the blockchain for me.
So that's when you went blockchain, it made total sense to you.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And are you technical as well, Erin? Would you be a programmer or just an interested techie enthusiast?
I've done some programming, and I've been tempted to go deeper into programming in the past, but I'm better at being a people person. So it's the best use of my talents to be social and run around the world meeting people.
Which you certainly are at the moment. You're just back, you've been to Nepal, and you're in Poland. But tell me, your first major project in crypto was Chorus 9, is that right?
Yeah, well, it was the second. I started out just as doing crypto portfolio support. I would support my clients with manually setting up their wallets as a consultant, and then helping them to research which ICOs to get into. And then when everything went down in crypto in 2018, that's when I started to look at trading algorithms. So that's how Chorus evolved, because I wanted to support my clients with growing their funds in a volatile market.
So can you explain how it works?
Pretty much the crypto algorithms, it's, trading software. And what a lot of people are doing, what my company was doing over the past year, is using software to monitor the pricing of coins between different exchanges. So, you'll have Bitcoin at one price on one exchange and then Bitcoin at another price on another. So the software will go in and compare the exchanges and do trades against each other, like from one price of one coin, like Bitcoin on one exchange to Bitcoin on another, and trading against each other in pairs.
So you don't really need too much human intervention once you set up your parameters, one presumes, is it? Is it kind of like automated trading?
Well, you have to monitor it daily to make sure that things are still running, because you can go into issues like Binance, for example, will all of a sudden make changes in its API and it won't tell people. Binance doesn't notify people. So then all of a sudden your trading algorithms stop and you have to go and readjust the parameters. Technical issues can always happen. So regardless of what an exchange does, you have to monitor your software every day to make sure it's still running, because who knows,
So they say to err is human, but to really screw up takes a computer. So you want to make sure you have that thing wrong. So tell me, so you stopped with Chorus 9, am I right in saying that? You've parked that project? And you're now...
Chorus 9 is still in existence.
Mm-hmm.
It's just I'm looking on to other things, and I'm contemplating like a proper crypto hedge fund and what that looks like, and taking the actions to move ahead with that. And it's a part of the reason why I'm here in Poland today, because I'm, after a year, well, more like 2 years of doing this, but 1 year solidly with algorithms and talking to people around the world and seeing what other companies are doing, other trading companies in crypto. There's just a huge lack of crypto funds acting like traditional investment firms with all the bells and whistles that make investors feel safe. So I'm here in Poland today looking at really nice client interface software that helps them to see their assets in real time. It's also the automation of KYC AML within the software, and client surveys, like the types that regulated industries need. So, when in traditional finance, when people come aboard in the world of regulation, like in the States, the SEC, there's certain questions they have to answer about risk and risk assessment. So this software that I'm looking at today offers that. So I'm pretty excited, and hopefully what I'm doing can be replicated with other companies that want to do crypto hedge funds. Because I just think that there's so many new people in crypto who haven't done traditional finance, and they want to do something good, and they want to have, investments coming in the form of a hedge fund, but they don't understand everything from the world of traditional finance. So hopefully I can help to spread those ideas so more people can feel safe to invest.
And have you looked at all at the whole area? And I asked them back from Macau myself at a DeFi conference, which is a bit different because a lot of the DeFi community is very much not regulation. It's like, no, we just want to go and be in control of our own transactions. Do you see any bridge between those two areas?
The bridge between regulation and being able to be decentralized?
Mm.
Well, yeah, I don't have complete vision, but crypto is decentralized, but at the same time, there are people who don't want to take care of their own money. Like my clients don't want to look at their crypto. They just want me to take care of it because they have other things to do. So I guess that's not necessarily decentralized.
Well, I get that too as well, because sometimes I'm going, not that I have lots of crypto, but I'm going, how do I move it from here to there and in a safe fashion? It's kind of a bit scary sometimes. And what if I lose the key?
Yeah, so people rely on me for that. So that's where the regulation comes in. It's like, yeah, crypto is decentralized, but regulation is good for companies like mine. So my clients feel protected and are protected, and it keeps me within certain boundaries so I don't mess it up.
Okay, that's cool. So what's happening next in your travels? You're in Poland now.
Back to Ireland, participate in the blockchain community, and going off to Vienna with you.
Ooh, yes. Looking forward to that. It'll be a lot of fun. Excellent. Well, so thank you so much for your time and for sharing your views, Erin. And I wish you every success with the exploration work that you're doing now in Poland. And maybe we'll have some news coming from you a little further on down the track with some of your other new projects.
Oh yeah, no, there's a lot coming, and I'm grateful to be on your show. And let's stay in touch.
Brilliant. Great. Well, thank you so much. That's Erin Grover, who is a crypto investment consultant, amongst other things. Thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you. Bye.